we have Anthony here tonight. He's our building official, and we have a planner, Marlon Johnson, who notified me just last week that he's going to be leaving us. So I'm going to be short a planner. I wanted to propose to the county, hey, let us do your planning and your housing, and we'll contract that in exchange, maybe for dispatch services, maybe just a trade straight across. You don't pay dispatch services, and we'll provide your housing and building inspection. That kind of fell apart with our planner, and unfortunately, right now we're competing with the city of Reno is looking for a planner, and unfortunately, as you probably can guess, the city of Reno is going to pay a little bit more, so they're going to attract have a little more to attract. So then we get into these other options. Fire chief and I have talked about running an ambulance service through the city. Again, something we can bill under the new laws and guidelines. As a fire agency, we can bill for insurance for transportation needs on an ambulance, and it's an opportunity. And then both of our chiefs have been working very closely and trying to negotiate some terms with SIR to provide coverage for law enforcement and for fire on the entire area of the SIR, including the upper area, which will create an increase in calls, but minimal, and we're trying to determine what amount of money that is right now. There's a meeting scheduled next week, I believe, with SIR, where we're going to sit down again and try to come up with an MOU. Then we get into that unfortunate thing, this piece of paper in my hand, and this is really where these hard decisions come down. Healthcare share. So Debbie calculated out some savings options for me. If we increase the employees' contribution to their health care by $100, that'll save us $38,124 a year. This is just for the non-safety employees too, correct?
No, this is all.
This is everybody? Okay.
All general fund.
All general fund. If we increase their health care costs by $150 per month, that'll be a $66,324 savings per year. And if we increase it by $200 per month, that'll be a $94,524 in annual savings. The other thing we can look at and consider, and again, if we get into a fiscal emergency, then I can bypass the MOUs and have a meet and confer and discuss with each of the unions that, hey, we're going to take some of these things from you. Next would be a CalPERS match for the employees, not paying the employees' share of the PERS. If the employees take over paying half of the employer costs for miscellaneous legacy employees, it'll save us $19,352 per year. If we do that for the safety legacy employees, have them pay their half or half of the employer costs, it'll be $95,177 per year. If we do it for the miscellaneous PEPRA folks, it's going to be $4,796 per year. And if we do it for the police PEPRA, it'll be $18,648 per year. And if we do it for fire, it's going to be $9,636 per year, for an overall savings of $147,609 per year. Again, these are things that if the council desires to set this path, we can put this in effect. One of the things we think we'll do, and this is already kind of decided in this one, I'm just going to go ahead and, you guys gave me a leash and let me be a little bit on the leash, so we're going to cancel our janitorial service. Currently we're paying $5,970 for police janitorial and $7,800 for admin janitorial. We'll clean the toilets, we'll do what we need to do. We're going to try to save the city some money. That's kind of the gist of the hard piece of paper. So as we talk about our potential and our options, there's more every day. You know, again, our employees are coming forward daily with, hey, what about this? What about this? What about this? So I always value their input. And every Wednesday morning, if we're not doing a staff meeting walking the river, which we do sometimes, we sit down and have these discussions, and everybody tries to throw in their ideas. So I'm going to bring it tonight. Here's my goal. Here's my hopes. And this is one of those things where you sit at night and you stay awake and you go, okay, come on, give me one. It's economic development. We talked about it. When you guys interviewed me for the job, you brought it up to me. What do you know about economic development? I studied. I've reached out to different people. We made some determinations. When you guys hired me, I had an administrative assistant. They were the assistant to the city administrator position. Well, I made a decision without you guys, and I hope that's okay. I decided to change that position. I don't need an assistant. I'll do my own work. However, the person who was doing the work of keeping the city administrator afloat every day, they are extremely qualified and extremely smart and bright. And what they did was they actually gave me some ideas based on all the things that they came in and told me on a daily basis. So, introducing the new economic development team for the city. Heidi, come on up. And this, by the way, is going to make Heidi turn bright red, so nobody get too upset. It's just standard. Good job, Heidi. You're not too red. Heidi is the chief of our economic development team. That's her new position. She's no longer assisting me. She is running with economic development full bore. And you're probably wondering what's going on. A couple months ago, I came to you guys and I said, hey, can we invest $50,000 into a company called Buxton? And I think this is going to help us. And some of the things that took place with that is Heidi has been working with her team. And I'll let Heidi, do you want to introduce your team?
So my team is Anthony Hanner, who's the building official, and also Quincy Cooper, project manager.
So as they work on a full-time daily basis, some of the things they're doing is engaging with some folks out there in the world that we're all kind of wondering. I mean, I let it slip a few times. I've told some of you, I've been talking publicly a little bit about when we talked to Buxton, what did they say was going to happen? They said, hey, we found a 90% match for you right off the bat. It's going to be In-N-Out Burger. And I'm thinking, all right, In-N-Out Burger. I know the cops are going to be happy because they love In-N-Out Burger. But
50% discount.
here was the reality. Our economic development team looked at it and they said, that's not the best match. It's not the best match, boss. You guys got to look at some other things. So they went and did a lot of work. And they created this next portion of this presentation, which we're going to have Quincy do some talking about. Come on up. Anthony, come on up.
Okay. Well, I just have papers for no reason actually, but I felt